All right, guys. So today we do start a new unit. We're not going to get through all of this before we finish the semester, but we're going to get through a decent amount of it. So this unit is about congruency, and we're going to mainly be talking about some triangles, but today we're going to start out by just talking about what it means for things to be congruent. So congruent means that, or congruent triangles, I guess we could say, are triangles with the same sides and angles. So that means that all of the sides and all of the angles are congruent. So this means that all corresponding parts, angles, and sides are congruent. Now, the hardest part for this section, I think, is just making sure that you match things up correctly. There's going to be some markings on your pictures that you're going to see. So you're going to see these dashes. If you have one dash, that means this side and this side are congruent to each other. You're also going to see, and then here we have two dashes, which means this side and this side are congruent to each other. So a side, remember that you use two letters. And then also you're going to see these little arcs. So this angle A has an arc, and this angle D has a mark. Same mark, just one little arc. So that means angle A and angle D are going to be congruent. So today, all you are doing is making sure that you pay attention and you match up the sides and angles that are congruent. So for example, and we can do this without pictures. I'm going to do this example, and then I'm going to send you off and running on your assignment. So the easiest way that I find to do this personally is by not having a picture, not having those markings on my pictures, because the order that they give the letters to you corresponds. So like J corresponds to P, K corresponds to Q, L corresponds to R. So when I'm naming my angles that are congruent, and remember you use that angle marking, you're going to say angle J, and then this is the congruent, is congruent to J corresponds to P. That's all you got to do. And then we're going to go to the next set of angles, K and Q. And then we're going to go to the next set of angles, angle L, angle R. So they correspond to each other. Now, the same thing is true with sides. Now, with sides, you're just going to want to make sure the letters go in the correct order. So angles, you use one letter. Sides, you use two. So I'm going to start out with the first two letters here. JK, that side would be congruent to first and second letter, PQ. And then you're basically looking for all the combinations. And then you have KL. KL is the middle last, so middle last is QR. And then the last combination is first and last. And that's it. So you're just finding these sides and angles that correspond with each other, making sure you pay attention to the order of the letters. So down here is another thing that you could do is where they give you one set and they want you to find the other. So here they say KM. So KM, that's first and last. So you go first and last. So it has to be a C. And then they do CY. CY is last and middle. So last and middle. So you have to say MP. Here we do PK. Middle first. So middle first. YA. Angle Y is in the middle here. That corresponds to the middle here, which is angle P. Angle K is the first one. That corresponds to the first one there, angle A. Now here, they use all three letters. So we have to be careful on how we write this. This says ACY. So first, last, middle. So we do first, last, middle. KMP. And that's just talking about an angle. Here we're talking about the whole entire triangle. So you just have to make sure you use that same symbol. MPK. MPK. So that just goes backwards. So we're going to go CYA. See ya. And then we have another triangle. YAC. Middle, first, last. Middle, first, last. PKM. So today, all you are doing is matching up all of the angles or sides that correspond with each other, or you could be matching up the actual triangle. So if you have any questions, please reach out. Make sure you are getting those green dots on your assignment. And I will see you guys tomorrow.